Welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique, and I appreciate you joining me here on my YouTube channel. Every lunation cycle, you and I get together as we discuss what are the energies that are going on between the planets, because as they say, as above, so below. So whatever transits and aspects are going on up in the universe are directly affecting us here on Earth. I appreciate all of my new subscribers as well as my old and existing subscribers. I love all of you all. Thank you so much for your support, your great well wishes, and I do appreciate you all joining me. Many of you all have found me through my series of videos around helping you learn how to read the tarot, my beginning tarot playlist. You can look down in the playlist on Scorpio Soul Time. I have a beginning tarot for major arcana video, as well as 4 other videos that teach you each how to learn each suit. And I think this is really important too, because as you start watching me and other readers, it will just help you be able to intuitively understand like what cards come out. Sometimes you might feel certain energies different than I do, and so on and so forth. So I think that's why I really love tarot as a divination tool, because it can be different for everyone, but there are some major just underlying symbology and themes for each of the cards. So thank you all. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would, and if you would share it with your friends, I would love that too. So today we're actually going to talk about the Virgo New Moon that occurs on September 6th, 2021 at 14 degrees and 38 minutes of Virgo at 8:52 p.m. Eastern Time. And at this new moon, the sun and the moon are sitting conjunct in the sky in Virgo. And so this is a really positive energy if you have been trying to get organized, if you have tried to maybe start a new health routine, if you're trying to find new ways to plant seeds around goal setting, getting out of debt, maybe attracting more money, attracting more positive manifesting type themes in your life. This new moon in Virgo is the perfect time to do that. Remember, Virgo is an earth sign, and it is really supportive around taking care of yourself, anything dealing with health routines, but also being able to take care of others, take care of people around you, more of a nurturing energy. And at this time of this sun and moon conjunct in Virgo is a really nice time to kind of like reassess what goals maybe you've had from the Virgo full moon that happened 6 months ago. I invite you to look down in Scorpio Soul Time. You can also visit my website. I have a website, scorpiosoultime.com, where you can also look up any of our past major, I have all the eclipses on there that's happened over these last probably 18 months or so, but it's a really good resource also if you just want to see in print like what all the aspects that happened at previous lunation cycles. So also at this Virgo new moon, I want to point out some other really nice trines that are going on. We also have down here, we have Mars, which is also in Virgo, and Mars is that planet of like action, charging forward with like new energy, and it also could be called the god of war. So Mars is definitely like that adrenaline, taskmaster, wanting to get things done, which is a really nice complementary energy to Virgo, because Virgo, like I said, is also task oriented as well as planning and goal setting. So this is like a really supportive energy with this Mars also in Virgo. And Mars is at 24 degrees of Virgo, so this could be like a really nice energy to figure out, okay, I haven't been motivated to, start this health routine, or I haven't been motivated to get out there and start looking for a job. This could really be a nice energy around your resources and tangible earthly manifestations. Also at this new moon in Virgo, we are going to look down here and we actually have Uranus is in Taurus at 14 degrees, and then the sun and moon are at 14 degrees and 38 minutes of Virgo. So this is trining, this new moon in Virgo is trining this Uranus in Taurus. So be prepared for out of the blue events that could happen. Anything that is around things that you value. This could be money, this could be resources. You could have applied for a loan or something at a bank, and you may just like magically hear about something. You might hear about, if you're an entrepreneur, you might get new ideas around how to make money, how to attract new clients. So this is a really nice energy here with the Mars trining Uranus. Let's see if we have anything else going on at this new moon. So another trine that we're actually having is this Mars is actually trining Pluto down here, and a trine is 120 degrees in the sky. So this Mars is actually trining Pluto down here in Capricorn, which also is another earth sign. So that energy is going to be around goals, what needs to be let go of, what new goals maybe you need to set forth. This could be transformative, especially because Pluto is the planet of like death and rebirth. This trine could be really supportive around maybe you're kicking some old habits that no longer serve you. I really think that this energy between Mars and Pluto, and then this energy between Uranus and Taurus and that new moon in Virgo, it's really nice to see like this is supporting anything that you want to manifest at this time or let go of. So between the activations of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, really good energy around any type of goal setting you want to take place at this new moon. Okay, so let's also talk about, I pulled some oracle cards today. This one actually is saying a time to give rather than take. And I really love that energy because it's almost like, where is it that instead of us always trying to concentrate on what we're trying to bring to ourselves, is there energy that is with you that can help others as well? And I think that this new moon in Virgo is a great time not only to focus on yourself, but to focus on loved ones, to focus on, since there is so much earth energy, this is like a great time to like maybe get with your best friends and say, okay, we're going to set some goals. And at work, we're actually trying to do new goals of exercising together. So I think that that's like a great way to be able to not only help yourself, but like coming together with other people to help you all feel better is a really good thing at this new moon in Virgo. So take some time to give rather than take, I think is a really great message for all of us during this new moon in Virgo. The other oracle card I pulled, and this is actually from your Sacred Wealth Code. And what I love about these oracle cards is that they all are kind of like a daily footprint or blueprint for purpose and prosperity. So this one actually I pulled, and it says the Merchant. And it actually is, you can see that there's this money tree. And I think it's interesting that it's actually for Mercury, because Mercury is actually going to step into its shadows starting September 7th. So the day after this new moon in Virgo, we're going to start having a slowdown of Mercury. And so this is really a good time to like figure out what you want to manifest in the upcoming 6-month cycle, dealing with your resources, your money, how you make money, how you think about money, how you deal with debt. I want to read some of these down here, these words down here for you, because I really think that they are very timely for this new moon in Virgo. It says, opportunities to prosper are everywhere. Logical, discerning, flexible, financial, psychological, creative, social, brilliant, quick, evaluative, technical, inventive, and communicative. And I really love how this energy is very supportive of us entering into Mercury as it slows down, because since Mercury is a communicative planet, there is going to be, I think, conversations around your money, conversations around how you feel about making money, whether you still like your job and where you're at, or whether you are attracting resources and the people you want to be dealing with, or is there a way that you want to start something new? A new moon is a perfect time to be figuring out, okay, how can I take my resources, take these really supportive energies from that Capricorn, from that Virgo, and from that Taurus, and put things in motion before we get to Mercury retrograde, which is at the end of September. So use this new moon in Virgo really to set your intentions on what type of money do you want to make, what type of resources and influential people maybe that you need to meet. This is a really great time for that. Okay, you all, so now we are going to move into the tarot portion of our video. First, we're going to do the singing bowl, which helps clear my energy, and it also helps clear your energy. If there's anything you have been thinking about, if there's anything that you are wanting to focus on for this new moon in Virgo, I would invite you to really hone in on that physical manifestations that I was talking about, because I think that this is a perfect time to really figure out where is it in your daily world do you want to not only attract more resources and positivity, but also attract the feeling of abundance, right? So it doesn't always have to manifest into real money in our bank account. I think many times we feel like we're not abundant if our bank accounts don't have, just dozens and dozens of zeros behind it. I think the reality is if you feel abundant, if you feel healthy, if you feel like the people around you are supportive, if you are surrounding yourself with like-minded people who also have, that same spirit and that same energy, you are bound to attract nothing but positivity, and the flow of money and abundance and resources will follow. So let's clear our energies with the singing bowl, and I invite you to think about how you can attract more resources into your life, as well as attract those that are supportive in that pursuit. Okay, so let's start. Angels, please help us clear our energies so that we can take in the messages from the tarot reading. Okay, very good. All right, you all, so let's get started with our reading. I think that this is, I always love the earth signs when we're in the earth energies, because I really feel like it's one of the easiest energies to tap into because it is earth energy. Sometimes I feel like when we get into like the water signs like Scorpio and Pisces and Cancer, is so emotional and everyone feels like they're kind of like on edge, but I do like the intuitive part of the water signs. There's a higher vibrational and lower vibrational energy of all of them, right? But I really do like the earth energy because I feel like we all can relate to it, you know what I mean? Because it's like the physical world, it's tangible, you can put your, you know, your hand on it, you can touch it, you can see it. So I really do like the earth energy. So today we're going to use the, let me see, did I already show you all that? I don't think I did. Today we're going to actually use the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which I really love. It's really good for attracting energy around, oops, those two just fell out. So let's see what those are saying. Look at that, the Star and the Page of Swords. So there definitely is some energy already. That's probably coming off of that those two Aquarius full moons that we had. So we will get into that shortly. And then the Page of Swords, this is like a lot of air energy. So this definitely could be information may have come from those Aquarius full moons that we just came through, but it also could be that Page of Swords could be going into Libra. We are actually going to be having some information from Libra soon because that Mercury is actually moved into Libra at the time of this new moon. So definitely pay attention to messages that can be coming in. I think that that's really important, especially as we move into the Mercury Libra season throughout September. So we're going to pull a past, present, and future spread and see what information Spirit wants us to know about our resources, about our manifesting. Look at that. King of Pentacles. So that is in the past position. So already getting messages around our resources. Okay, in the present, 10 of Pentacles. It always makes me so happy to see Spirit like directly talking to us. And in the future, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, y'all, like this is going to be like the easiest read of like forever because there is no, it's almost like there's no clarifying needed. Like, I mean, how perfect is this, you all, that I literally said, this is about your money, this is about your resources, and all 3 of these are Pentacle. I love it. Okay, and I'm going to pull the bottom, and we got the Empress. Empress for Venus. Venus is actually in Libra, like I said, so awesome. This is going to be a great reading, you all. I'm so excited. Let me take a second just to like get focused. Okay, I think I want to start with the Star card that fell out because, like I said, we just came out of those 2 full moons that we had back in July and at the very end of June. The Star card usually has to do with the Aquarian energy of being able to manifest what you want to from a working with yourself to attract exactly what you need and feel balanced as you do it when it comes to not only the messages coming in from a mental standpoint, but also being able to like balance between like the emotional and the intellectual. And the Star card is almost like whatever it is that you want to attract, you can do it, but you have to like have faith in yourself. And I think that this Aquarius Star card is like, how can you take the emotional world and your mental intellect, blend them together? You can see she's like on earth and in the water. How can you blend all of these energies together to be more of a holistic way of looking at the world? And so I feel like the Star card is always that card that's like, whatever you need, whatever you are really wanting, you can attract, but you just have to be in balance in order to attract it. And so I think that that's really important to keep in mind as we enter this Virgo new moon, because anytime you are having like lots of information around your resources and your money and your physical world, you still need to stay grounded, right? You still need to be able to like realize that you hold the key to whatever you need. You don't have to wait on someone to be able to attract the resources and the information that you really need. The Page of Swords, like I was saying a few minutes ago, I think is really important because this is a young energy, but the Swords is air. So there definitely is this, along with the Star, which is also air energy. I can feel like this is either information you received back in the Aquarius full moon, 2 full moons that we had back to back. Either you received some messages then, but maybe it was really like young energy, meaning like it was just like the very beginning of something, but you didn't know how it was going to kind of play out. And maybe during this new moon in Virgo, you're going to be getting more information. Or this could be coming into Libra, which will be at the end of September, moving into October. We actually will have, like I said, that Mercury talking to like it's slowing down energy, but I almost feel like we're going to start piggybacking on information that we already got within this last month. So this feels like it was new energy, new information, but now there's going to be more information around your finances, around your resources. And the reason why we know it's around our finances and our resources is because of all these pentacles that we got here. Okay, we're going to do that Empress last because we actually got that Empress, if you remember back at the last blue moon, Aquarius second full moon, we had the Empress. And so I think this makes perfect sense leading into this whole Venus energy that is also going to be Libra centered. So this is really kind of like setting us up, because September is going to be like the setup month. It definitely is going to be this energy of like, how do you use your resources? How do you use information? How do you set yourself up for success later on in this fourth quarter of the year? There definitely is this energy of like, how are you setting yourself up for financial wealth, but also financial stability. And that also could be from a mental standpoint. It can also be from a physical standpoint, okay? So in the past, we had the King of Pentacles. This could have been a boss that possibly, maybe you got a raise, maybe you asked for a raise, maybe in the past there is clients or resources that you have been trying to get, but you either you are the king or maybe someone around you is the king, meaning like maybe you're a boss of someone who has asked for a raise. Maybe you're also someone who holds that pentacle for other people, or maybe you are trying to seek being a boss. Maybe you're trying to get a promotion. Maybe you are trying to get certified to be able to have the credentials to ask for more money. But there is something in the past where you have either looked to someone for additional resources. Maybe you've even asked for more time on a project, but there's some really nice energy around an authoritative figure. This could even be a father, you know, a mother. It could be a father figure, not necessarily like have to be a male, but just someone who is in charge or in a role that is responsible for holding people's money. I feel like there's something here where you've either tried to ask for money, or you're also maybe you're trying to get to this place in the past where you are feeling good about having more money. I feel like this is a really positive person or position that was in your past, because we're now at the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is the present. So that means at this new moon in Virgo period, this lunation cycle, there is something around generational wealth. There's something around holding the keys to having more stability in your life. The 10 of Pentacles is, if you can see it, it's like this family, and then they have their dogs, and then you see this elder here. So there really is this energy of how do we come into this place where we are comfortable with our resources, with our family, but that generational from now. So this could be like you're setting up a will, or you are looking into a trust, or you're looking into possibly starting a family business, or maybe you're taking a family business and going to be inheriting it, and then you will pass it down to your children. There definitely is this, like, tens are always the ends of cycles. So this also could be like you're finally going to see the manifestations of possibly this King of Pentacles from the past, or maybe you've been getting information around how you can get to this place. But this is a really great sign, you all. This is a really positive energy around how is it that you want to generationally look at your wealth and your resources and be able to figure out how to keep going for generations to come. Okay, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles in the future. So this to me is like there's some kind of options that are going to be given to you. If you are looking for a job or have been looking for a job, maybe you've been interviewing at several places. Maybe you're going to have 2 offers given to you. Maybe you need to pick between 2 different ways to go about spending your money, or maybe you're trying, like I said, about the health routine. Remember, this doesn't always have to be physical money. It could also be, how is it that you're taking care of yourself? How is it that you're going about your daily life and figuring out how to best work out? Or if you know you need to lose some weight, what are maybe 2 different routines that you're thinking about? I think that this is really interesting also from the standpoint of like the Empress, because the Empress is this card of it's the number 3 major arcana card, and she is really like birthing some new ideas. And the Empress is usually in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. She's pregnant and she is like birthing some type of new ways to do something. She's like fertile with not only resources, but just like ways of going about growing, you know, like harvesting new ideas. This could be also you thinking of a new plan to start a new business. This could be you trying to figure out how to take better care of yourself and your loved ones. How is it that you can use that, you know, Venusian energy to really like hone in on what it is that makes you feel good, makes you feel like you want to bring into existence new ways of doing things. And so I feel like this is like one of the most straightforward readings I have done in a long time, because there's no need to like pull more cards, because anytime you get all the same suit, past, present, and future, you can tell that there is this energy around bringing the physical world into like your ideal situation. And with that 10 of Pentacles in the present, it really is asking you to like figure out what it is that's going to make you feel good. It can't just be about the money. It has to be about how is it that you use that star energy and almost like go within to figure out, okay, how can I, you know, if you're wanting to start a business, figure out how is it that I want to be able to serve a community or serve a certain audience, or how is it that I want to be able to help future generations help their generations? How is it that if I have all these different options, how can I hone in on what is the best way to use this new moon in Virgo to really like set new intentions, be able to tell yourself that whatever information that maybe came to you back in the Aquarius full moons or is coming up, remember, we're also coming up into that mercurial energy coming into September, and will be late in September, we'll have Mercury retrograde. So there's also kind of like this energy around be open to possibilities for new resources. You might meet some influential people. I'm gonna actually pull another card from another deck because I'm also wondering, I just heard kind of like this energy around meeting people. And I'm wondering if some of these pentacles are also dealing with like people that you meet. Because that 10 of Pentacles, anytime you're at the end of a suit, you can also have this energy of like, you've kind of come to the end of a cycle, but you're going to be like starting anew somewhere else, especially with that 2 of Pentacles, which is like that younger energy of the Pentacles. So there's an 8 of Swords. So that's interesting. So this 8 of Swords usually means that you can see like she's not looking very happy. And she literally has like these swords, and the 8 of Swords is usually like in the Rider-Waite deck, she's like has blindfold on, she has the swords around her, and she feels like stuck, like she just doesn't know like where to go. She has like all this information in her head, but she doesn't know what to do with all of the information. But 8s have to do with like cycles, kind of like the infinity symbol. So I'm glad I pulled that card, because while this is very positive, there is an energy of like you feeling stuck, like you feeling like maybe you don't know how to use that information that came in with the Page of Swords. And even though there's this energy of wanting to be able to start something new, you may have like this energy of like, I don't really know what to do. And so I think that this is important, so that when you come into this new moon in Virgo, write down your goals. Write down what it is you want to accomplish. Even if it seems really far-fetched, don't get into this kind of like doom and gloom stage where you're like acting like you don't have options. Everyone has options. It's just a matter of how you use them, how you go about finding them. And I think that that's another great point, is that you can have all the best energy in the world, but if you are always doom and gloom, if you're never thinking of your life past where you're at, you will never be able to progress. So I really want you to take this energy and focus on these pentacles, focus on birthing some creations, focus on that star card of like you literally can do whatever you want. And don't get stuck in that 8 of Swords where it's like, okay, I'm not quite sure what to do, so I'm just not going to do anything. Don't get into analysis paralysis. This is a really great spread here. And I think that as we come into this Virgo new moon period, really take the time to formulate your goals, write them down, meditate on them, and then stay positive that everything is going to manifest, but you're going to have to do the work. Remember, nothing's just going to come to you. Still going to have to do the work, But definitely the Virgo new moon energy is really supportive here, you all. So I'm really excited to see how this manifests in my own world, but also in you all. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this reading, and I will see you all next time on Scorpio Soul Time. Have a great new moon in Virgo. Bye.